Hey guys, Angel here. So excited about this video. So I told you guys in the last video how to set your goals for 2020. If you have not seen that, make sure you go check that video out as well. This video is about accomplishing your goals spiritually. Now hold up. I know you're like, wait a minute, Angel, what are you talking about? Just give me a minute. Excited to share this video with you guys on how to accomplish your goals in the spirit. Now let me share with you guys, more often than not, this is how I accomplish my goals. Yes, I write them down. Yes, I make sure I'm speaking my affirmations and I'm doing my work every single day. But this really is the groundwork, the foundational work that I do on a daily basis that can sometimes seem like when you accomplish your goals, it kind of seems effortless and it kind of seems like everything you touch kind of turns to gold, but you're really doing work in the spirit. So this is what I want to say, how to accomplish your goals in the spirit. Now, you may be in a situation where you are late on every bill, you don't like your job, you're overweight, you're not really happy with your current circumstances, right? But at the same time, you're not happy with your current circumstances. No matter what's going on, you still have a vision. You still have a call on your life and you're aware of this. Now, I believe all of us are called to do something. It's only a few of us that will answer the call. So if you are one of the chosen few, one of the few who have chosen to answer the call, you may be living in a not so pleasant state right now. Like nothing in your physical reality matches the vision that God is sending you. And this is what I want to share with you. Number one, everybody that is successful today, more often than not, they all started off like that, okay? So say that you're at a job that you don't want to be there anymore. You know that God is calling you to mentor young girls, to be a life coach to teenagers, to be a life coach to entrepreneurs, whatever that dream is, whatever that call that you have on your life, but yet you yourself are kind of stuck. You yourself are kind of confused. And so that can kind of feel a little contradicting. And you may say, how can I even do this when I'm not even able to do it myself? This is what needs to be done. This is how you accomplish your goals in the spirit. You guys know I'm a big early morning riser. Everybody is not, I get it. So if you can do this visualization work whenever, at night, at lunch, whenever, for me, it's the morning. I don't want to start out on my journey and then pull my GPS out. You know, when I get lost, I want to start my day off in the morning, gaining as much clarity and wisdom and information as I possibly can before I start my day. And so during that time when I'm meditating and I'm praying and I'm just being still, that is when, yes, I'm here physically. I'm sitting here in my house. But spiritually, I'm going in the spirit realm and I'm getting every piece of vision, every piece of knowledge, every piece of encouragement, every piece of insight. I'm going in the spirit and I'm getting that information while I'm sitting there. And then when I get up from that meditation, from communing in the spirit, from going in the spiritual world, tuning everything else out. And at this point, I can only hear and see and feel goodness and God and all of the promises that He has over my life. So then when I get up, I can't help but to act as if everything that I just saw in the spiritual realm is here now. So I love BMWs, y'all. I love me a BMW. I just bought one a couple years ago. I love a BMW car. But before that, I had, I don't even know, it was years ago we had a minivan when the kids were little. Before the minivan, we had something else, a Mitsubishi. Okay. So I could not drive my Mitsubishi and have it completely dirty and not like smelling good and not having the outside wash if my desire was to ultimately have that gorgeous BMW that I have out there in that driveway now. I could not manifest that if I wasn't properly taking care of what I had, and two, acting as if that Mitsubishi was that BMW with them leather seats and that sunroof that I've always wanted a sunroof, and that sunroof in it. When I drove that Mitsubishi, you could not tell me I wasn't driving a BMW. I was acting as if I already had the things that I'm pulling out of the spirit. So when you do that, when you pull those things out of the spirit, when things happen in the natural, because you're so anchored in what you are headed towards in the spiritual, it doesn't matter what's going on around you, because you already have your information from God. You got your confirmation, you got your belief. Perhaps you may be praying that your business grows and then you get fired from your job. You cannot give up. That is not the time to fold up and give up on your dream of becoming a full-time entrepreneur. You're praying to become a full-time entrepreneur, then you lose your job so bad. There you are, a full-time entrepreneur. Oftentimes the things that we are asking for, they're right there waiting for us to receive them and to act as if we already have those things. So when the things in the natural start to crumble and start to not make any sense, do not give up. That is not the time to give up. I don't care anybody that you listen to, from Oprah Winfrey to Iyanla Vanzant to Lisa Nichols to Steve Harvey, they will all tell you a time when Steve Harvey was living in his car. Come on now. It's just a matter of not giving up. When Steve Harvey was in his car, he still had a vision of doing and being who he is today. So go into the spirit and you meditate and you get a visual of what it is that you want to accomplish, and then you get up and you act as if you already have it. And when you do that, you're going to start meeting people. Things are going to seemingly just come out of nowhere, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening to me. Let me tell you guys a quick story. So you guys may have heard this story before, but years ago when we lived in our apartment, I was watching Dr. Farrah Gray on the Tavis Smiley show. And at this time I made, I'm seeing if I have my bookmarks. I made handmade bookmarks. And I wanted to get them into stores so bad, right? And so I'm doing my research, and one of my family members told me that I needed to get a patent. And I'm like, oh my gosh, to get a patent, I Googled that, and it was like $5,000 to get a patent attorney. I didn't have $5,000 at the time. I'm looking at Dr. Farrah Gray on TV, and I just emailed him. I believe he gave a call at the end, perhaps. I don't even remember. But I remember emailing him and telling him, Dr. Farrah Gray, I'm watching on the Tavis Smiley show, and I have this bookmark that I created and I would love to get into stores. Could you tell me how to do that? He messaged me back. He emailed me back, and at this time, I believe his sister has passed on now, but he emailed me back and said that he was in the hospital with his sister who was suffering from cancer at the time, and he would get back to me as soon as he could. You guys completely blew me away, okay? So Dr. Farrah Gray is messaging me, okay? I emailed him, and as a matter of fact, I believe he follows me on Instagram. Crazy, right? And so during this time with messaging back and forth with Dr. Farrah Gray, my husband and I go to this church. We went to this church that we don't typically go to. We were visiting this church. Well, at this now, I still have my bookmarks. I met with a lady at the end of the church service, and she gave me her business card. Now my husband is standing on, he's facing me so he can see the back of her business card. She wrote some personal information down on the back end, so he's seeing the front. He's seeing the front of the business card. So I'm holding it, and he's looking at the front of it, and he's going, Angel, Angel. Now I'm like, Doug, what are you doing? This lady is sitting here talking. I'm thinking he's being so rude, and he's going, Angel. And I'm like, huh? Like what? And he says, look at the card. Look who she is. You guys, she was a patent judge. Okay? She was the judge of the patent department, the person that hit the gavel, I don't know, and said yes or no. And mine completely blown. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I asked her, I told her that I had a bookmark and all of that, and come to find out I didn't even need to get a patent. She gave me all this information, but the moral of the story is this. I believed that I could get that bookmark into stores, and I did. I actually got it into my own store, and I actually got it into 3 other stores here in Baltimore, Maryland. But the thing is, I went into the spirit, you guys. I believed that I was going to get this bookmark in people's stores, okay? And so just by me believing, I believed that created a frequency that made me match up with the patent judge. I mean, can you just imagine if I were watching Dr. Farrah Gray and I was like, man, I wish I knew how to get something in a store, and I never took any action. You gotta act as if you already have the thing that it is that you desire. And then when you get up off your knees and you're done praying, you're done getting your vision, you go and you act act as if you're driving that BMW. You go act as if your apartment that you may be living in that you don't want to be there anymore. You act like that's an 8-bedroom, big old house with 5-car garage, or whatever it is that you dream, whatever it is that you want to manifest. You go get a visual of it in your spirit. And this takes practice. You got to keep doing. This is something daily. You have to do this all the time. The scripture says to renew your mind daily, not weekly on Sunday at church, or Tuesday night Bible study, or Wednesday night prayer breakfast. None of that. Again, prayer breakfast, Wednesday morning prayer breakfast. None of that. It is every single day. You need to renew your mind. So when you're renewing your mind, you're going into the spiritual realm. You're getting what it is that thus saith the Lord has for you. And then you get up in the physical and you act as if you already have it. And I promise you guys, you are going to see major results in your life. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. Who is going to act as if? If you're going to act as if, I want you to comment in the comments below and say, I'm acting as if, Angel. I'm acting as if. I'm acting as if. I'm acting as if. I'm acting as if. I'm acting as if it's already mine.